Hey folks. I don't think anyone's there. I haven't streamed in a while, and I think much of my audience appears to have, fallen off. Yeah, like as of right now, I have, according to this, 0 viewers. I am streaming, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. But yeah, I don't know. In case you're watching this on the rewatch, I don't know. Let's see what's going on here in the PCG Discord, right? I haven't been chilling here in quite a while. Let's see how people are. Oh, what's this? Hello, can someone tell me why Zach's profile pic on YouTube is different? Yeah, that's weird. I definitely did not change that. Yeah, so my profile pic on YouTube is still this guy, still a good old tutorial bot. So yeah, I don't know. That's pretty weird. But yeah, I guess it must have just Yak said it right here, probably a YouTube glitch. This is also like last month. This is like a full month ago. So let's scroll down further. Have you ever had a dream that you want them to do you so much you could do anything? What? Yeah, what's going on right now? Yeah, so over here we've got this person says Vibrib Pawn says, I'm happy to announce the Dreamwood Metro demo. An assassin comet wakes up in an abandoned metro after being left for dead. The demo has us exploring the metro and finding a way out. Dreamwood the Metro demo coming early 2025. This is cool, right? Can we all just agree, like me and my 0 subscribers, can we agree this is cool? Like, it's like the art is cool, but also the idea of like waking up in an abandoned metro. And a metro is a train station, right? I mean, yeah. Define metro. Yeah, subway system in a city, especially Paris. Why Paris? I would not have made that association. Yeah, let me just confirm I'm streaming because I feel like the streaming software is acting a bit weird. I'm just going to Paper Computer Games on my YouTube. Yeah, we are streaming. Yeah, let me just confirm I'm streaming because I feel... Yeah, so, I don't know. This is a weird experience, just like streaming with no one here. I'm kind of getting into it. I'm kind of like talking as if there were people here, and my brain is kind of like reacting as if there's someone hearing what I'm talking about. It's kind of a weird experience. I don't know. But yeah. So let's see what else is going on in the Discord. Rate my new deck. I don't know. I have no way to context to measure that by. Yeah, HMB is called Lobster Roll TV now. At least you can still click on people to like see what their original name was, I guess. Because if he just changed his name to Lobster Roll TV and changed the profile pic, which he didn't. This is the one I know, so that's how I recognized him. But how would I ever know who I'm talking to? You know? Pardon me. We've got some creatures over here from Detuned Papers game, Stranded with Creatures, which is pretty cool. We got this like Giga Sloth dude over here, and of course Giraffe, like a giraffe deer. That is adorable. I don't know about you, but I would pet the giraffe. And it says, like, over here, attack is 20 and defense is 45. I don't know how it has so much attack, because, I mean, like, sure, it's got antlers and all that, but, like, what's that really gonna do, you know? I mean, like, a normal deer can, like, headbutt you with its antlers, but this is a giraffe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a giraffe, so its neck is too tall. It can't do anything, right? Yeah, this is kind of maddening because, like, I don't know if my sound quality is even good. Wait, it says there's 2 views now. See, look at that, 2 views. So if there's someone else there, could you let me know you're there? So like, and at least tell me if my sound quality is acceptable, so that in case more people show up, I'm not sounding like a doofus, We've got our terror bird and our hard shell clam. What's this? Oh, this is a moth princess. This is cool. Detuned Paper is super skilled with like the pixel art and whatnot. Let's see. What about some of the other channels? Have we got anything going on in PCG leaks? Just more of the same creatures from Stranded with Creatures. Narrowed it down to 3 designs. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd have to go with... Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. None of these look quite right to me. I feel like at first it was like all of them are fine, but then I'm like, all of them feel like they're missing something. They're like, it's a good composition, it's a good art, it's an engaging creature, but it's like, with his body being all black, that doesn't look quite right to me, but then his body being all white, that doesn't look quite right to me either. But I don't know what the solution is, and with pixels this big, I don't think there's really much you can do. So I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. But yeah, lots of cool characters over here. This guy, a little kid with his glasses or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You think if I scroll further back? Ooh, what's this? Ooh, more from Dreamwood. We got Outside the Metro. Oh, cool. This art continues to be really cool. This is really cool. The caution tape, the the thing is, the dark lines really do it. The fact that it makes everything look so dramatic. The color really this color is sort of it's not stark color. It's very very sort of washed out. What's the word? Kind of like watercolory almost. It's not like green, it's sort of like a lighter green, but that makes the dark lines stand out so much more, and the yellow really pops. This makes you really want to explore that environment, doesn't it? We're in the early stages of Stranded with Creatures 2. Oh, that's cool. Guys, come on. What's going on with the community? Yeah, seriously, guys. Come on. This guy's pretty cool. Detuned Paper just consistently with the I really like the dot art style that he does. It's just really cool. And that's really cool. Line art too. Like Detune Paper has like a few styles that, like the pixel art, the dot art, and I guess now the line art, and I think a few others, but they're all like super stylized and super unique. It's never just like drawing random whatever. It's always like super, like all his games seem to be like super consistent style. Oh, hey, Apple Scrones, how's it going? First one here. Indeed. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just chilling, trolling the PCG wiki, and by trolling I mean scrolling. Got nothing really better to do. Ooh, that is cool. Look at that art. Howell says, yeah, I've never seen anything like Detune's dot art. Yeah, seriously. Ooh, that's creepy. This is creepy as anything, right? Oh, hey, it's one from Hubble. Caesar's search. Awesome. I like the magnifying glass with like the eye in it. That actually that super reminds me of Zelda Ocarina of Time, because there's an item called the Lens of Truth. And here it is. It's like, it looks kind of like a magnifying glass, but it's like an eye in the middle, and like you look through it and it reveals things that are invisible or hidden, or things that are like don't exist but look like they do, which is pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, that's what that reminded me of. Habel says, I'm sorry, I failed you, glorious leader. I've just got zero motivation. Hey, no worries. No worries. We've all got zero motivation. It's like, let me tell you, man, it's hard to come back and like stream after all this time, particularly because one of the things that makes it hard to motivate myself to stream is that I sort of know I've lost most of my audience. It's sort of like, it's hard to like motivate because like part of what makes you want to stream to begin with is that it's like you're going to hang out with a bunch of friends almost, right? It's like you're going to a party and your friends are going to be there, but now that that's all gone, I guess it's inconsistent. Sometimes they'll still show up, but now that it's at least a lot less reliable, it's like trying to motivate yourself to go to a party and no one's going to be there. You got to like go outside your house, go get into the car, drive to the party, and you go into the party and no one's there. You're just in a room, like just in an empty room by yourself, and you just sit there. No, it's worse than that, because at least if you were in an empty room by yourself, you could just sit and like go on your phone and like entertain yourself that way. But with live streaming, you have to be entertaining. You got to be like constantly performing, So yeah, it's kind of hard to motivate yourself to do that when no one's gonna be there. How says Caesar was a Zelda fan, I guess. Yeah, heck yeah, he was. Oh, hey, it's Yak. Pat 10 says, we aren't your friends, Zach. We're your worst enemies. Oh, okay. You're right. You got me there. I stand corrected. True statement. Ah! Even more creepy stuff from Froggy. My goodness. This is creepy. That is awesome, though. Super good. Ooh, is that 3D art? I mean, obviously it is, but did Froggy actually make that? Ooh, Epic filmed some PCG vids. Going to be out this month, he said 2 months ago. Dang, Vibribron has been doing some crazy... Do I know Vibribron? I do not think that I do. Unless it's like somebody else who changed his name. Hablescone says, to get more people at our party, I say we get some more podcast drama. That was the most alive I've ever seen it, though I'm relatively recent. What, just like make 2 new PCG podcasts and have them fight each other? Or, no, that was one PCG podcast, right? It was like it was like a small group that started a new podcast and then immediately fell out with each other and started fighting. Oh, man. Yak says, there's something to be said about learning to be entertaining even when nobody's watching, though. Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, like, I can do it when I'm filming a video. Like, that's fine, because I know someone's going to be watching it at some point. I don't know why. Like, I guess just psychologically it's different when you're live. Yeah, I don't know. There is something to be said for it. But it's like I guess the thing is, like, I can do it, but it's like, it's weird. Like, it's not a pleasant experience, and so it's hard to motivate yourself, that being the case. Habel says, so my idea, the PCG TCG. Heck yeah, we gotta revive the PCG TCG. Yak says, I think it's a crucial skill to have in order to be entertaining when people actually do watch. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because, yeah, even when people do watch, just because they're watching doesn't mean they're saying stuff. And that's almost even worse than nobody being here, because, you know, if you're talking and people are, you know, saying stuff, then you can interact with it, right? Like, that gives you, it's like you're talking to people at a party. But if they're not saying stuff, if they're just watching, then it's like, you don't know what they're, like, it's not like when you're in an actual party when you can, like, see them, you know, and, like, you can look at them and see, like, are they having fun? Are they dancing? Are they, you know, you don't know what's going on, you know? They're just, you know, you're being watched, but you don't know if they're enjoying what they're seeing. You don't know if they're not. And you got to just keep going. You got to just, like, power through that, you know? It's kind of even worse than if there's nobody there. But yeah, like, I feel like I agree with what you're saying, Yak, that it's a good skill to have, because even when people are there, you need to be able to kind of just keep going and be entertaining, even if you don't know if what you're doing is working, you don't know how people are reacting to it, and they're not giving you anything to bounce off of. And this wouldn't be a problem if, like, I was a bigger streamer, if I had, like, you know, 200 people in my audience. Because then, like, there would always be someone to interact with. Like, no matter what, there would always be someone, you know. They might be crazy, they might be saying stuff you don't want to interact with, but there would always be someone to bounce off of in one way or another, you know. So, you know, back to Habelscrone saying, my idea of the PCG TCG, perfect crossover of audiences. Yeah, absolutely. Habel says, Zach, what are your thoughts on the low taper fade meme? Low taper fade meme? Let's actually Google that. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that one or not. Bam. Images. Yeah, I do not think I've seen this one before. Low taper fade. What is going on? I still feel like I don't have enough context for this. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess my reaction to the low taper fade meme is a bit of a low taper fade. I have no idea if I just if that makes any sense at all, but yeah, whatever. Yak Games isn't exactly a fan, really. Habel says, you're at a party with your worst enemies, some who don't want to be there, and nobody might be there, and you got to be entertaining. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Nobody might be there. So yeah, that is that makes it, you know, pretty tough to motivate yourself to get on here and stream. Unfortunately, like, you know, the thing is, like, streams are probably the best. I feel like it's the most entertaining thing I do, judging by your guys' reactions. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Habel says, also you're blind and deaf. Yes. Yeah, that is what it feels like. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like that's probably a big part of why the channel in general is falling off. I felt like, I think I don't know, I'm guessing. I sort of like, I don't really know, but I feel like maybe the streaming kind of holds up the other videos because you stream and that's I don't know if it's the main thing people come here for. But, like, that's when people can really interact with you and get to know you and talk to you. And the fact that they can, like, interact with you in that way, I feel like that makes you guys care more. So then when I make a video about PCG stuff, it pertains to this stuff that you already care about. Okay, Habel is explaining the meme. So basically the meme was about Streamer Ninja getting a low taper fade, but it became unfunny. But Ninja kept the joke going, so the meme became meta and about how the meme itself is unfunny. Ah, nice. Interesting. And what is Yak's reaction to this? Why is Yak not the biggest fan? Yeah, let's see while you're answering, let me see if there's anything else in here I can react to. Ooh, Dino Nugget. This is, mind you, 2 months ago, but why is everyone coming in here with all this awesome, creepy PCG art, man? Oh, hey. Now, this, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm supposed to be the PCG guy, right? But this is Icicle Man, aka Ickle Man. Is that a correct assessment of the situation? Yak says, please stop talking about this. Oh no. Havel says, you did not show up to watch him talk about that. Oh man, Yak comes to one of my streams and it's the worst possible topic for Yak. Pardon me. Hey, how's it going, Andre Marshallkin? Sup? Not too much. We're just checking out the Paper Computer Games Discord, seeing what random people are, posting their PCG art in here. Some of it is pretty darn good. We have over here a character I am made to believe is Icicle Man, aka Ickle Man. This. Considering making a game with 3D graphics using modeling clay for photos? That is cool. Rough draft of what it might look like in PNG form. That is pretty darn. I'm gonna give that a surprised face and a British Zach drinking tea face and bruh and fire. And you know what? I'm too lazy to give all those, but I'm gonna give one of them for that one as well. Oh wow, we're going back so far. There's actually like detuned paper like videos to watch. Habelscone says, "Yeah, I made Icicle Man, not Ico Man, and it's public domain. Now it's in like tens of TCGs and obviously some PCGs. That is awesome, dude. Yeah, I actually did not know that. I must have heard about Icicle Man at some point. Yeah, and by the way, since you say not Ico Man, I'm saying that because I actually watched a video of Epic Worlds PCG like today, and he was showing his it was the Epic Underworlds channel, and he was showing his TCG that Icicle Man cameos in, and yeah, sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought, but yeah, like he showed that, and he said he said it sounded like Ico Man, and I'm like, who's Ico Man? I did not remember, and then I went into the PCG wiki and I typed in Ico Man, and there's no Ico Man. But I finally figured it out that it was Icicle Man, and I was like, oh, so why is he pronouncing it Ico Man? Like, what's going on? Like, I think it says on the wiki Icicle Man or Ickle Man for short, ICCLE, Ickle, But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to look more into this. This Ico Man being in or Icicle Man, whatever his name is, being in a bunch of TCGs, that is cool. I'm gonna have to investigate this further. Habel says, I'm pretty sure he does that to fit his planet Ico. Oh, interesting. Habel, like I'm familiar with his planet Ico. I was sort of thinking, like, I wonder if there's a connection. But then, like, when I heard it was made by Habelskrons, I'm like, oh, well, I guess Habelskrons could make it to a character based on the planet Ico. But if he's an icicle, like, I guess it's just a coincidence. But maybe not. Anyway, Habelskrons says, I made it as a parody of his Frozen War expansion, but I expanded it from there. Oh, man, that's awesome. That is cool. And yeah, by the way, I think if let's look him up on the wiki. Icicle Man. And there's this little that's the only picture of Icicle Man. Yeah, see, look, it says right here, Icicle Man, also known as Ickle Man, Icklem An, Iclamin, Iclee Man. Or is that No, that's Iclee Man, and the coolest kid in school is a character created by Habelskrons. Ico Man has... See, it says Ico Man. Look at that. It says Ico Man right there. Has made its way into many TCGs across the community, including Unleashed, Bloodstone, King TCG, Perpetual Cosmos, Epic Underworlds, and many more. Fascinating. Habelskrons says, dude, I've got to overhaul that wiki article. Got to explain his dimension hopping tendencies. Yes, indeed, you should. Yes, indeed, you should. We need to know the lore of Icicle Man. Timeline. Icicle Man battled and was slain by Potato 9. During his funeral, Icicle Man's brother gives a speech about him. What are these, like, citations? Like, 'cause they're not actual citations. It's just like, it's like fake Wikipedia citations. That is a nice touch. You know, you can actually put in, like, actual citations in the PCG Wiki. I added, like, a feature for that. So you could, for example, Yax's opinions on the Batman Who Laughs. Interesting. So just to briefly show who he's talking about, Batman Who Laughs. The Batman Who Laughs is a version of Batman from the Dark Multiverse. He is a version of Batman who was infected by, like, Joker toxin and tricked into killing the Joker. And as a result, he went insane and became basically like a laughing Batman, like basically a Jokerified version of the Batman. And he is, like, freaking evil. He is, like, as evil as they come, and super creepy. He's got, obviously, metal spikes, you know, coming out of his eyes and everything. So, you know, that's pretty evil. You know, you don't want to mess with a guy like that. Yeah, so I don't know. There's a really good video on the topic, like, looking at this from different aspects by Casually Comics, I think, if I remember correctly. I could definitely see how, like, the Batman Who Laughs in excess could get to be a bit much. I felt like it, like, I think I only read the story where he originated. I thought it was creepy, and it made sense as, like, because that was part of the big Dark Multiverse storyline. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought that made sense in the context. But yeah, anyway, back to PCGs. Habel says, I made the citations in a Google Doc. I think Epic Control-C, Control-V'd them. Oh, interesting. Habel says... Because you could convert these to actual citations if you want. Let me demonstrate how that is done real fast. Because, like, yeah, I mean, that would make sense. They look like they were Control-C'd and Control-V'd from somewhere, but I was like, where else could they have been Control-C, Control-V'd from, right? This wouldn't have been a Wikipedia article. But yeah, if you wanted to actually, like, do a citation, you can actually just hit this cite button, new reference, and then just like put the game that it's from. Like you could go like I don't know, The Last of the Zerelta, and you can add whatever. You can add quotes. You can add like you can say by Zach, for example. You know, like, so the PCG, you could add the series, you could go like Ginkis's Odyssey, which is the name I gave to the, like that. So yeah, you can add tons of info, like if this was not a PCG, if it was like a movie, you could say Ginkis's Odyssey film. Yeah, so you can add tons of information, and then it's all in this little thing. I'm not going to actually save this. I'm just demonstrating how it's done. But basically, if once you do that, you can hover your mouse over this, and it expands a little window that shows the citation, which I think is really cool. But yeah, Habel says that's what I'm talking about. I'll overhaul the article. Cool. Habel says, and Potato is another character of mine. Somebody misspelled potato and I made it a card clash card. Nice. Okay, so as Icicle Man ascended, he met Potato and made a deal with him to return. Citation. When he did, peace was restored, and he traveled to Ico to lead his people. Icicle Man gained the moniker Ico Man as he spearheaded the growth of Icicle Society during the Frozen War. Cool. EU lore. While traveling to Ico, Icicle Man had a strange encounter. Interesting. Wonder who the encounter was with. He befriended the native Zongbats and invented new machines to travel and heighten up. So, like, I'm curious, like, what games he's in. Like, Habelscrones, do you have... Because, like, there's a list here of, the TCGs that he's in. Or there was earlier. Is that not here anymore? Oh. Let's check the history of this. Ooh, 22 October. Oh, no, that's last year. By Epic Worlds. TCG. So, no, maybe I'm crazy. Why did I think that Icicle Man had, like, a list of the games that he's in? Is it possible that there's, like... Oh my god, it's right here. Habel says he's in too many TCGs to count, honestly. I'm just that popular and well-liked and handsome, and my creations are revered by all. Oh, I'll count them. I mean, I don't doubt everything else you said, but I'll definitely count. Like, there's no such thing as too many to count. I will count and wiki every single one of those games. Because you do realize that Ico Man, by appearing in those games, makes them part of the PCG multiverse, right? He is like Icicle Man is going to be like the common thread binding the multiverse together. Like through the crossover, the TCG and PCG universes are just one big multiverse. Canon confirmed. What the skibbity indeed. Skibbity is such a weird thing, man. Right? You know, like, there have been times where I've been, like, performing a show at work, and I'll just be performing a show, and I'm talking about the universe, and, like, showing, like, one of the biggest, like, galaxies out there, and a kid in the audience will just, like, randomly yell, Skibbity! And I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Habel says, didn't think about it like that. Heck yeah. Habelscrone says, what the skibbity indeed, Zach 2025. Heck yeah. Hey, HMB Tiger, how's it going? No, HMB says no way Zach is streaming. I know, right? I know. It is a weird thing. What could have possibly motivated me to stream? I'm still asking myself that question, honestly. Applescone says, what does skibbity mean? Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, let's I don't know. I could ask Google. I could ask, I don't know, ChatGPT. But yeah, let's get back to good old-fashioned. Oh wait, I put that over there. Let's minimize this. And let's see. Are there any new PCG theories? Teaching Paper wants me to stream the game. Oh man. Maybe I will. Oh hey, tutorial bot. That good old tutorial bot art. I'm not gonna read what it says, but he's done playing paper computer games. That is the best the best flavor text for that. Power 5, tough 4, smart 4, Risma 5. Ooh. It is awesome. Man, this was like a doodle of tutorial bot I drew in one of my legit college notebooks. I was like legit doing math. Like look. Oh no, this must be physics, because look at these. These are like little RI, like the little arrows on top means those are vectors, which that would make it physics. Yeah, and I guess between all the math, like I was having trouble solving it, and I needed tutorial bot to help me solve the puzzle, so I drew him. Table says it means cool, bad, evil, strange, weird, whatever the conversation pertains. Makes sense. Tablescreen says ChatGPT has all the answers. It does indeed. HMB says, Zach, have you seen Detuned Paper's new game? Well, not really new anymore. Yes. Yeah. The Stranded with Creatures. Yeah, I have seen it. It looks really, really cool. I mean, Detuned Papers games are always super good. Didn't he put it in PCG Leaks over here? Yeah. Well, wait. I think it was General Paper. It is a really cool game. And by the way, I should note, it is the first Detuned Paper game that I'm aware of that has a PCG character in it. Because that game straight up has tutorial bot, right? Is it wikied? We should wiki it if not. Where's my wiki window? Wiki window. Let's see. Stranded with Creatures. There is no results for Stranded with Creatures. So we are going to have to create a new page. Hablascone says, Zach, we got a playtest. You can just draw him and he'll give a tutorial. Why didn't I know this? Yeah, I didn't know it either. It's just when you just need tutorial bot that badly, it just kind of happens. You just draw him and then it's like, oh, that's how you solve the puzzle. All right, so yeah, Stranded with Creatures. Stranded with Creatures is a 2024 Sorry. Thanks for the catch, Habelscrones. I did not realize I had pressed a number and changed the scene on OBS. So thanks for the catch. I wouldn't have realized. Sorry about that. Because I said 2024. That's why. Yak keeps offering to help me set up my keyboard better so that doesn't happen in OBS. And I really should take him up on his offer. I really should. Oh, Yak, you're still here. I really should take you up on your offer. Oh, man. Sorry about that. But yeah. Anyhow. Silly OBS, seriously. Anyway, the game is a creature collecting battle game like his Detuned World series. And I don't know, features an appearance by Tutorial Bot. It takes place on an island where the main character is stranded and must learn to tame creatures to survive. And let's get a picture of this all up in here. Wait, how am I gonna get a picture? Oh wait, obviously, duh. Okay, let's just search for it. Stranded. Yeah, I don't know. HMV says, Zach, how's the PCG shop situation happening? Yeah, so the thing about that is, I've been completely ignoring the situation. I just got busy with work and everything else. And yeah, it's like, yeah, so meanwhile, I'm paying way more than I can sustainably pay, but I just haven't had it in me to like take the time to figure out a solution between just having to work a lot and a bunch of other stuff going on. And I was like, man, I'm going to deal with this eventually. But in the meantime, I haven't. I don't know what the solution is going to be. I still need to figure that out. I have like a few possibilities of how to like. One possibility is Chris did give me access to papercomputergames.com, so if there was a way to be able to transfer everything over to there and just have people able to upload their games, that would be a pretty good alternative. Another possibility is the PCG Wiki. Maybe we could just have people upload their stuff there. Whatever the solution, I would everything that's on the PCG shop right now, I would have to like manually transfer everything over to where the new home is before I get rid of the PCG shop. And whatever it's going to be, it's just going to be a massive amount of work, right? It's just going to be a huge undertaking. So that, yeah, I don't know. I'm even like halfway to being like, just let me just hire a programmer or something to just like solve this problem for me, in such a way that, I don't have to pay like $1 billion a month forever. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone like and subscribe to Paper Computer Games. Oh, thanks so much, HMV. Habelscone says, please forgive me, glorious leader. I'm too broke. Oh, no worries, Habel. Like, please, all of you, please don't feel obligated to buy anything from me. Like, buy stuff only if you have the money to and want to. Like, and like no one person could single-handedly, make PCGs, a sustainable business. It's just like if there was like, like 500 people who were PCG fans, and all of them were regularly buying stuff, then that would do it. But but yeah, for right now, like only buy stuff if you want it, because HMB says, the idea I have is to make a separate PCG shop wiki, and every post would be a game. Interesting. It's not a terrible idea. Although it does, like... Then part of me is like, well, if we're putting it on a wiki anyway, why not just put it on the PCG wiki? Like, have everything in one place, Like, if you go to an article for a game, then, like, at the top of the page, it'll be just like, download the game. Just click here, download the game, But at the same time, if you do that, then the whole shop thing isn't the focus anymore. The wiki thing is the focus. So I don't know. Maybe having it be a separate wiki does make sense. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think that through. Okay, Zach just said what I was thinking. No. Thanks for the suggestions. Suggestions are good. Like, stuff like that helps me think through it, and like the more options I have, the better, because that helps me figure out whatever the ultimate solution is. Giving me suggestions helps me. So yeah, thank you. But yeah, we have this cool game, Esoterica, by Toon Fox, which I think looks pretty cool. Look at that eyeball plant. Some cool stuff over there. Who dat? Oh, that is Bob. Cool. But yeah. Hubble Scroll says that's a really good idea, bit download button, but that might make the wiki more about the actual games and not about the stories behind them. I don't know how to explain it. No, yeah, that's true. That is a good point. Like, cause then there would be articles where it's just like, the article's just like, here's the game, download the game, and then, because like the wiki, like the purpose of it is to be an encyclopedia, right? It's not a PCG shop. Yeah, I don't know. Zach, your webcam is still massive. Your face is still massive. Oh, burn! I'm kidding. Your face is fine. Actually, I don't know. I actually don't know what your face looks like. So, Halliscone says, massive like the low taper fade meme. Yes, just like that. Just like that. Have we checked out... Let's see, what else have we got? PCG ideas? Was I supposed to be doing something else right now, or are we good? Oh, I was wikiing, wasn't I? That's what I was doing. Yeah, I was trying to find a picture of Stranded with Creatures. Okay, I guess that's the best we're gonna get, is for the moment, is this. That's fine though. I can whatchamacallit, like, let's see. Can I just do this? No, I guess the internet is not that magic yet. But what I can do is I can just take this and copy it onto my desktop, and then open this and copy it into here. Boom! Freaking magic, you guys. Freaking magic. Not my face. I'm really conscious about that. Oh no! I'm sorry. HB says, I think with this wiki, it will be more like the PCG shop. For example, the articles that will include the script and stuff. This will make the PCG shop wiki and normal wiki feel different. There's a bunch of things to consider with that, but the more I think about it, the more I think that might be a good idea. So yeah, let me think that through. Let me think that through. I like the idea though. I mean, the advantage, like, you could have a separate wiki, but it could also be on fandom, and in that case, it's easy to link between the PCG wiki and that. So that's a possibility. I suppose it's also possible. You could also make a subpage, right? Like, let me show you what I mean by that, right? As soon as this finishes loading, yeah, let's move this up and save this article. And this is the article on Unstranded with Creatures. Please flesh it out further later. We're going to add this to category detuned paper, and Stranded with Creatures gets its own category and paper games category, and we're going to click save. And yeah, so yeah, I was going to show you subpages. Like, okay, so for example, Zuvac, right? If I go to Zuvac, we have Zuvac, but then at the top we have summary, other versions, or appearances. I can go over here to other versions, and you'll notice the URL here is Zuvac / it's the normal Zuvac article, but then you put after that Zuvac versions. /versions. So it's Zuvac / versions is the page. It's a sub-page of the Zuvac page, and right here, it's like there's an automatic like back to the main Zuvac page thing on it. Like if we go to some of these pages have them as well. Tutorial bot, like, yeah. So there's also like this is the page just for versions of TutorialBot. And so it's TutorialBot / versions. So I feel like that's another possibility, is that, like, let's say if I went to a game, right? Like if I went to, let's say, The Last of the Zerelta, right? Here's the game. Maybe at the top of it, there would be like a link to The Last of the Zerelta / shop or / download or something, you know, and it takes you to a page, and there's a separate page that's just for the download, right? That's just to get the game. And you could even have like I don't know, like there could even be a shop portal page. In other words, a page that has like the latest games on it. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Okay, hold on. Where's the chat? I'm losing track of where everything is. Okay. HMB says normal wiki is the review story and characters, and PCG shop is the game downloads and script and stuff. Yeah. Everyone will upload the game to a Google Drive and link it to the PCG shop article of their game. That might actually not be necessary. Might be simpler than that. But yeah, I'll get to that. Habelscrone says, so do a subpage for the shop section. That'd be a good solution. Yeah, it certainly is a possibility. I need to see if there's like an easier way to do that. I feel like HMB says The problem is it won't have a search bar or categories and stuff for the games. That's true. That is... Well, there would be categories, but... I mean, there's the regular wiki search bar, but that would just find anything on the wiki. Yeah, I mean, I guess the way it would have to work is, like, if I go into the search bar and I search for, like... techno zombies, for example, and it's like I see multiple games here, right? Let me get my face out of the way. I see multiple games here. I can click Techno Zombies 2. That takes me to the article, but there's at the top there's like a big download the game button, or like a download page button that takes you to Techno Zombies 2 / thing. It would work, but you're right, HMB, that it's not like the most efficient solution in the world. HMB says, are you saying there should be a subpage link in the main article? Yeah, absolutely. HMB says, but I like the idea of a page where you can access all games at once, though. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so, the wiki option is not a bad option at all. Like, what you're suggesting, HMB, it has a lot going for it. So I'm just gonna have to think it through and consider all the little advantages and drawbacks and everything, and like come to a final thing. HMB says, okay, but Zach, I see a problem. Some articles aren't even for games, so it would be even harder to find them. For example, PCG News or something when you try looking for a game. Yeah, that's a good point. I agree. So, yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. I like it. Like between the two wiki solutions, I think you're making a good case for yours. I think yours would probably make more sense for that reason, even though it is annoying that it's separate. But I mean, the PCG shop now is separate from the PCG wiki, so But yeah, you're right. So yeah. What are we doing now? Oh, this needs a list of like appearances appearing in this game. And then a subheading. Oh, hey, Bads Claymore. That's been a while. Bads Claymore says, couldn't you just have an article called something like Techno Zombies 2 download, and it's just a download link? Yeah. Yeah, you could. That was sort of what I was suggesting. But HMB is pointing out that if it makes it a little bit harder to find everything all in one place. If it's, you're not just searching for games, you're searching for all, like if, when you type something into the search bar, it turns up anything like character articles and articles for anything, So if you're just looking for games, it does make it a little bit harder to find. But there are ways around that, but yeah. It is also possible to just straight up put a download link in the article itself. It doesn't even need its own article. But yeah. Anyway, so appearing in this game, we've got creatures. Giraffe. We've got, what's this guy? I can't see him there. Dang it. Whatever. And then characters tutorial bot. There we go. Oh yeah, Bad's Claymore's King Raven, and I always forget. People have too many names. If people have like more than one name, I think of them as two different people. Unless it's someone like that. Like, I don't know. Somehow I remember that like Yak is both Yak and Pat Dan, right? That stuck in my memory for some reason. Who else? I know that Detuned Paper used to be Paper Games Co. Habel says I keep it simple. Yep. Heck yeah. Keeping it simple. That's Claymore says, yep, that's me. Heck yeah, dude. Habel says, Zach, you need to come to the Patan streams. They're peak cinema. Heck yeah, I actually did. Pop into one of them for a few minutes the other day. I've been seeing them pop up, and I'm like, oh man, it's Yak. I gotta jump in here. I cry tears of joy every time I think of his streams. Heck yeah. That is awesome. HMB says, Zach, the final problem I see is the advantages that makes an actual shop. You wouldn't be able to track sales, you wouldn't be able to have ratings, and most importantly, no selling for real life money. That is true. Well, I could still have, I don't know. Like, the thing is, Shopify, which I'm using right now, does allow a thing called buy button. So if I was to get rid of like most of the content on the PCG shop, right? By the way, let's get my face out of here. If I was to get rid of if I was to give up on the idea of having an actual web page here and give up on the idea of everyone having like separate accounts on the PCG shop, I could still sell merch, right? Like just this merch, and it doesn't have to be sold on this page. It would be sold through Shopify, but Shopify can provide this like as a buy button, right? Like it's a buy button that you can embed into your website somewhere else. And that is just dramatically cheaper than having the PCG shop as we have it now. So the possibility is we could still have Shopify to have all the merch there, but then we just have buy buttons and we'd embed it into whatever site we end up doing that with. I have experimented a little bit with buy buttons, and I don't think you can embed them into a wiki page for some reason, at least not on Fandom. Maybe like they just don't want you to be selling on their wikis, I guess. You can link to it, but I don't think you can embed the actual buy button, if I remember correctly. So that would be a problem. So if I were to get a different website, or if we were to able to set something up on papercomputergames.com, we could embed buy buttons there, and in that case, we would still have the analytics, and we would still have everything that you're talking about. Habelscron says, honestly, I think there's a big mental barrier to actually put any money into PCGs or anything related. There is, yeah. It's tough. You need to it's kind of a big leap of faith, Howell says, I'm not the one with the analytics, though, so you do use Zachary. That's true. I mean, you could still have at least a counter of how many people download it if it's on any website, I guess. I mean, even 90s websites had that. HMB says, true, nobody really makes PCGs intending to make money, but what about merch? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like the merch, you would embed as a buy button into your page, and everything else would be download links. The merch, you would still get Shopify's analytics and everything. So it would just be, you don't have the PCG shop as a page. You would have your separate page. Like right now we have papercomputergames.com, which right now is just this random page that Chris has. It just has this cool background, and it has links to the various PCG sites. Chris set this up. But, like, I can make other pages on this. Like, if we were to find a way to do something with this, I don't really think we can, though, unfortunately. A way to allow people to upload stuff. But if we were to have another website or move this to a different host or something, then it would work. Bad's Clamor says, for the ratings, people could put the ratings in the comments of the article. And to my knowledge, there hasn't been a PCG that costs money, so that problem could just solve itself. Yeah, the PCGs don't really need to make money for the most part. It's like I'm fine with the PCGs just being like people can upload them and then people can download them, and yeah, I'd be fine with that. Habel says it's unfortunate how bad fandom is without a good alternative. The PCG wiki is the only good thing. Yeah. Bad Disclaimer says, I don't think anyone would go out of their way to buy a PCG other than Epic. Yeah, at least not right now. Like, maybe, like, if they PCG started getting more attention. But other than that, yeah, it'd be, like, most people just want to download games. And that's fine, right? HMB says, I bought Zach's book. That is true. Like, people do buy some PCG merch, books, and whatnot. And thanks for buying that, by the way. Habel says, I think we mail PCGs to each other. That is true. Tell me how this plan could possibly have a single fault. It's a good question. That is a good question. I will say, like, the parts of the PCG shop that I like are the parts that anyone can make their own PCG shop, and that they can upload their own game. That's like super important. But the parts of it that I don't like are that, like, in order to download this game, you have to go through the motions of clicking add to cart and putting in your information and all that stuff. I do think it would actually be better if items that are free and digital, you could just, like, it was just a download button instead, and you didn't have to put in all your information and everything. And it would count the number of people who download it or the number of downloads. But yeah, like, I think that would be better. And but at the same time, I also want there to be merch. So maybe the situation is the best opportunity to correct that somehow. There's got to be a perfect, way to deal with this. I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, all that being said, there's a lot to think about. It is a tough thing. I don't know. It's frustrating because, like, none of the options have really everything I want. What I'm asking for is quite a lot. Like, I really spoiled myself on the PCG shop because, like, I combined a bunch of services that let different people create their own accounts, and, like, I really like all this. Like, here, Solo's PCGs, you can click on Solo's name and it takes you to his PCG shops, in theory. I guess in this case that didn't work. But, like, if you go to Epic, for example, it will work. It takes you to his page. and that's automatic, and like it has all the PCGs he made and they're all automatically listed here. This is great, right? This is awesome. And it's going to suck to like any website I would build myself. You know, it's going to be really hard to have all this functionality, even just to have a system where different people can upload stuff. Like that alone, I've discovered, is ridiculously hard to set up. Like, because you need back-end access to the website. Like most websites, like, don't give you that level, or at least these basic websites. Like if you're paying for your own website and you can build it yourself, then you can get back-end access. But I don't know. Hablescrone says we inscribe PCGs onto cave walls, and instead of selling them, you need to fly out to the cave to play the PCG and pay the cave entrance fee. Oh my god. That is the perfect distribution system. You know what? Problem solved, guys. We're done here. We don't even need to talk about this anymore. We have solved the problem. Look at this. You can even divide by series, like Archmage series games. He has Return of the Archmage. He has 2 Agent Peanut games. Like, this is awesome. I just wish I had like more control over this than I do have. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe the technology is just not there yet. Maybe what I want to do is too expensive right now. Maybe that's just the way it is. Maybe I'm lucky that I was able to get away with it as long as I could. If PCGs were bigger, it would be easier to like build, you know, obviously. Build what you wanted, because then, you know, I'd be making money. Whiskey 1043 says, hi, what's being discussed here? Hello. We are talking about our Paper Computer Games shop, which is our shop where people can, you know, upload their own paper games that they've created. See, these are all games made by different people. And we're talking about whether to move it to a different website or whatever, you know, or how that goes. In the meantime, you can feel free to check out this website. It's at papercomputergames.com if you like. Excuse me. Hablescrone says our system for selling / distributing paper computer game products. This is true. Now, these paper computer games are all free, but, you know, there is also merch here that you can, you know, buy for money. But it's basically just a place for people to share their PCG, their you know, games. So, yeah. Anywho. I don't know. It's kind of wild to me that that all of this actually exists, right? Now, like, recently discovered that, like, I discovered a lot more paper computer games from when I was a kid than I thought. And I'm just randomly thinking now about, like, man, like, from being that kid who just made, like, a ton of PCGs, like, I can't believe that this many years later I actually created the PCG shop and the PCG wiki and all this, and the YouTube channel, and just all this PCG online infrastructure. It's wild. It's kind of crazy that all of this actually exists. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of happy about it. That, you know, like, even though, you know, it's facing problems, and even though, like, despite everything, you know, it just, the fact that this existed at all at any point, this is great, you know. HMB says, guys, we need more people making PCG videos. Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. That would be great. It's a tough thing to do. I can tell you I am, like, you know, I'm doing my part. I mean, obviously I'm live streaming right now. I actually filmed a video today, which is a paper computer game related video. I'll give you a spoiler on what it is. It's a recap of paper computer game stuff that happened in 2024. So it's a year in review, kind of. HMB says, "Yo, W mindset, Zach. Heck yeah. Woo." Thank you. I will tell you. There is another. There is another project which is also being filmed at this time that I am a part of. I can say that. I'm also like, there's also more videos that I'm gonna film in the near future. I also have I have a bunch of PCGs from when I was a kid that I need to show you guys. So that has to be a video. They're like sitting upstairs in my room, and every time I see them, I'm like, man, I gotta film that video. It's driving me crazy. HME says, okay, but Zach, the video is gonna be 10 seconds long because nothing happened. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, you might find it's like you would think that, right? But you might find it would be a little bit longer than you might think. You know, there's not quite as much nothing as you would think. Habel says, at our wax tablet warehouse, which we can easily build in the center of the continental U.S. for very cheap. It's a very cheap idea. Welcome back to PCG News. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Oh my god, I should do that. Yes. But yeah, anything else going on in here? Let's see. PCG shop links. Oh, what's this? Unending Part 6. You won't understand the script unless you know the unending lore. That's got to be Epic, right? That's Epic's art. Oh, we've got a script over here. That's cool. Yeah, this is 150% Epic. This is an Epic Worlds PCG. That is so cool. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, I also made a short for the Archangel video the other day. So that, you know, came out. That got 500 views, so that was pretty sweet. Unending was pretty fun. Were you there for it, Zach? I don't think I was there for it. I think I missed out on it. I missed out on Unending. The only Epic game I played in the relatively recent past was The Fate of Shri. Yeah, I was not present. This is such a cool cover. Is this wikied? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's not the wiki at all. The wiki's down here. And keep the wiki open in Microsoft Edge, whilst everything else... I'm splitting all my websites up between Chrome, Edge, and Firefox. Habel says, basically you make a few pages, play them, and someone else continues based off the story that was played, hence it's unending. Oh, cool. Oh, that makes sense. Unending Season 1, there it is. Unending is a never-ending PCG. It can be added onto by anyone and played by anyone. That is so cool. The game was thought of in one of Epic Worlds' streams on 7/2/2024. After that, the community got together and started planning the project. It was stated that after 50 parts of the game were made, a new season would start. Epic started drawing a cover that would later be updated with new characters as the series progressed. Earl's current inventory: pencil, Carl's passport, caution tape. So how does this work? like, could I just make more screens for it right now and play them with you? Or, like, do you have to have been playing the game to make more screens of it? Like, sort of like a PCG roundabout. Hannibal says, eventually Epic flew us to Epic's planets and I kind of lost interest. Oh, man, that sucks. I guess that kind of makes sense, right? Because, like, going to a familiar place that we've already seen in other games, like, makes a new game less, new and exciting, I guess. I don't know. Yes, you could go make some screens. Ah, cool. Too late to ask? Oh, fair enough. HMB says, I'm currently working on a new video for my main channel. I'm planning on going on a PCG video making Rampage after I've done it. Heck yeah. That's awesome. HMB, have you been making videos this whole time? I haven't been keeping up. But your videos are really good, so I'm very curious what you've been making. I kind of want to check them out. Or is this your first video on your main channel in a while? Habelscron says I should become a PCG content creator. Yeah, totally. I mean, if you're comfortable doing that, like, why not, right? HMB says hell yeah. Which one's the main channel again? Let me see. Let's see. The main channel for HMB is called HMB Tiger, right? Yeah, so... Yeah, your last video is the Dark Side of Darman. And that was a year ago. Gotcha. Dang, your views are fire. 3.5 thousand views, 2.7 thousand views. That's awesome. Man, I wish I could get those kinds of views. Of course, it is a little bit different because these are topics of more mainstream interest, whereas PCGs are sort of more of a niche thing. And for that reason, it's harder for them to get traction. I think PCGs do have a lot of inherent interest. I think if they were shown to enough people, they could get plenty of audience. But, people are already interested in the fall of Krebelkop. I think that's why that, and the downfall of Sniper Wolf. And so on, YouTuber drama. There's already a ton of interest in YouTuber drama. People don't know yet that they would be interested in paper computer games. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah. HMB says, I don't know, but being in a Zach stream just motivates me to do PCG related stuff. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. HMB says, I took a long break from making videos, but I'm trying to come back. That is cool. That is cool. I look forward to seeing whatever you come up with, both on your main channel and obviously the PCG stuff as well. What's out of curiosity? What's the main channel video that you're working on right now? And do you have any ideas for PCG videos as well, or you just feel like making some? Havel says, well, I gotta be inspired, I stopped Caesar's Search because I was too critical of my own work, and I realized I lost the point of the time travel series to make it an X minutes or die trying. Also, I think I need to get a more descriptive style. 5-pixel pen doesn't cut it at a certain point. Interesting. Descriptive style. Yeah, I don't know. HMB says, I feel like if D&D can get popular, PCGs can too. The question is, can we succeed in actually making it popular? Yes. Yeah, I agree. I mean, D&D is a little different. Like, it appeals to, like, a different crowd of people, I think. However, yeah, I do think there's an audience for PCGs. If that wasn't the case, we wouldn't have this community at all. Like, this happened from, me doing my YouTube thing, and the reach for that was pretty limited. So, yeah, I think if I had a $14 million advertising budget, I think, PCGs could get pretty big as well, Obviously, there are some people who will be into it. There were with the limited amount of people who were shown, so if you showed it to more people, it makes sense. But yeah, can we succeed in doing it? HMB says, it's a video about the game Half-Life 3 coming out and how it will impact gaming. Oh, that's awesome. I look forward to seeing it. That's a little bit off your beaten path, right? Because it's not YouTuber drama. It's like it's a gaming video essay. That is pretty cool. I do like game essays. I will definitely watch that when it comes out. Howell says it's hard to communicate ideas so simply. I hope I've done a good job, but at some point the towel must be thrown in. Must it though? Wait, Half-Life 3? Wait, let's look that up. Huh. Half-Life 3 is not in development at Valve right now, according to a Valve insider. Wait, what? Why Half-Life 3 speculation is reading a fever pitch? Oh, hey, it's Ars Technica. I used to write for Ars. Oh, hey, it's Kyle Orland. Like, I used to, listen, you guys. Do you know who Kyle Orland is? Listen, this guy right here. Back in the 90s, right? I was a Mario nerd, and there was a website online that was called the Super Mario Bros. 8 headquarters. It was like a fan site for Super Mario Brothers, and it was the best thing ever. And I went there and I checked it every single day. And this guy Kyle Orland was the creator of that website. And many years later, he ended up working for this website Ars Technica, which by total coincidence is the same website I worked for a while back in 2015 or whatever. And where I used to write science articles for them. In case you don't believe me, I'll search for my name on the site real fast. XAQ. Yeah, there you go. Author Zach Rosatelny. You can see a list of my articles over here. I wrote all sorts of astronomy related stuff. Dang, there's more ads on here than there used to be. But anyway. Repeated fast radio burst source localized. Identity still a mystery. I did not write the titles. I would not have written that title, but anyway. Yeah, so yeah, anyway. That is what I used to do. Habelscrone says, wait. HMV says, wait, Zach, have you seen the thumbnail for my video in the off-topic channel? Off-topic channel? Oh, you mean in the Discord? I do not think that I have. Let's check that out right now. Off topic. Cool. That's a good thumbnail. Yeah. Gonna give that a thumbs up. Whiskey 1043 says, I'm a Half-Life fan myself. Nice. I haven't really played pretty much any of the Half-Life games. I've been over, many years ago, I was at friends' houses when they played the original Half-Life, and it seemed really, really cool. I didn't really get to play it myself, though, unfortunately. Habelscrone says, Zach, You and I have got to play my hit PCG down in Ohio on stream ASAP. Okay. Understood. Whiskey says, I believe Half-Life 3 has been leaked a bit. I haven't read up on it much, but I do believe it's coming soon. Oh, okay. HMB says, I think it's not a question of if anymore, but when. Okay. Gotcha. So it's like a widely rumored to be coming soon, not confirmed, but everyone sort of understands that it is coming soon. Apple says, you and Kyle Orland are in a small world, huh? Yep. Yeah, back in the day, back in the 90s, when he had that Super Mario website, he actually did a contest on that website. That was the when the first Mario Party game came out. I entered the contest, and you had to answer some trivia questions, and I won the contest. So I actually got the first Mario Party game from this guy Kyle Orland from that contest. I told him that when we both were working for we're writing for Ars Technica, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I remember that contest, and I remember you winning it." And I'm like, "Yes." HMB says Zach sometimes needs to stop ranting and read chat. Look, man, it's hard. Because, the thing is, if I just read chat, I know I'm starting a rant right now, so I'm doing the exact opposite of what you wanted, but yeah, it's like, if I just read chat, I run out of stuff to say real quick. It'll be, if I just read chat and have a quick response, then I respond, then it's over. And then, I don't know, it feels like less of an interesting conversation to me. And, if, chat is sort of like a springboard to, talk about stuff, it's easier to do. But anyway, he's way behind. I'm not that behind. Yeah, this is the current thing. Habelscrone says, my bad, my hit PCG only in Ohio, not Epic's hit PCG down in Ohio, or down in Ohio 2, or down in Ohio 3. Oh man, there's so many Ohio-based PCGs, I didn't know about any of these. Habel says, you can't tell Zach not to rant, that's why we show up. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm super anytime I rant, I'm this is not just on streams, but in life too. It's so hard not to whoa, everything is okay, there we go. That's better. I want to rant. Something will happen and I'll start ranting about stuff, but then I'm thinking in my head, am I boring everyone? Am I just going on and on and on and on about this one topic and everyone wants me to shut up? But it's I don't how much should I have confidence in myself and keep talking versus, how much should I cause I want to be polite and not presume too much that they're interested in what I'm talking about. So I want to sort of cut myself off soon. But then if I do that, a lot of the time I'm cutting myself too soon, and they were interested in what I was talking about, and they get annoyed with me, because sometimes I will just say sorry, but I'm rambling, sorry. I'm like, no, dude, come on, this is interesting. I asked, and I'm and then I feel dumb for being insecure about it, So I don't know. There's no way to win. Because if I do assume it, then definitely a lot of people will be bored by me, Bads Claymore says, this is off topic, but do you watch soccer? I do not. I'm not a big sports guy, personally. I've played soccer. No, I haven't. That's a lie. Come to think of it. I must have played soccer, right? So, I feel like I've played informal soccer. I never played on a soccer. Have I even played informal soccer? I know we've kicked a soccer ball around and tried to hit goals. Yeah. But we've definitely played a bunch of stuff. I know for sure I played Ultimate Frisbee, and I've played baseball, and I've played I feel like I've played soccer because I have the feeling that I like playing soccer. I've played football as well. I don't really like football as much for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't know what the difference is. HB says, typing in Zach's stream chat feels like a form of time travel. Like, I say something and Zach reads it 3 minutes later. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the way it goes. Sorry about that. I'm not sure how much of that is because of the delay and how much of it is because I'm spending like a billion years reading every other comment and responding to them. Whiskey says, ranting is really fun. I do recommend it very much. Yeah, it is fun, right? Isn't it? Habel says, Zach, imagine you shipwreck on an uninhabited island. Which PCG community members are your first and last picks to take with you? And you better say me. Both you, Habel. You're both the first and the last somehow. I don't know, man. You can't make me pick community members like that. You can't make me like say I like this guy more than that guy. You guys are all great, man. We can't like create hierarchies like that. HMV says, it's just kind of funny talking about Zach ranting, and when he realizes he's ranting, he rants even more about why he's ranting. I know, I can't help myself. It's an addiction. I'm so sorry. Habel says, wait, imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade. Oh no. Whiskey says, I played soccer one time before. I had stupid teammates, and it was scorching hot. I've never looked back, and I stay inside where it's warm, but not too hot and not too cold. I hear that for sure. I'm not a huge sports guy personally. It does get scorching hot sometimes. It's pretty hard to motivate yourself to get outside and play sports, you know. My friend Ari, like, he is all over sports. Like, he plays Ultimate Frisbee a lot. And Ultimate Frisbee is fun. I've played Ultimate Frisbee a bunch of times, but I'm not motivated to do it on a regular basis, you know? Like, most of the time I'm just like, yeah, let's stay inside and, you know, play video games and make PCGs and, you know, do stuff like that. Excuse me. Habelscrone says, Zach, I'm your first and last shipwreck pick because I'm your only pick. Take that, losers. Oh, man, dang it. I have inadvertently created the hierarchy I was hoping to avoid. Oh, man. Ultimate Frisbee is the coolest sport name ever. It is! It's kind of like soccer, but like with a frisbee instead of a soccer ball. It's lame, but the cool kind of lame. Heck yeah. It's like you have to get the frisbee into the goal, you know? Yeah, Ultimate Frisbee is a lot of fun. Whew. Man, oh man. So, what am I doing? Where am I? Who am I? Memes? Oh god. I'm just gonna oh god. And let's go to a different channel. Polls. Best PCG year. Like, every year got 1 to 2 votes. So, I guess 2023 and 2021 are tied. Interestingly, I actually looked today to see like which year I got my highest views and watch time, and it turns out the year was 2022. The year was 2022, which here has only 1 vote. So that's interesting, right? I don't know why. I don't know what was going on in 2022, and it was like July 2022 also. So yeah, HMB says, seriously though, Zach, you gotta make more videos thinking about reaching a wider audience. Like, it's why your Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed PCG videos did so well, even though you know nothing about them. I know, but it's like, see, the problem is, HMB, is that, like, I don't, like you said, I know nothing about them. It's, you know, if it's about a topic I know nothing about, it's not as fun to make it takes a lot of effort to make still, and I feel like it's like awkward. And the thing is, like, if you make a video about like Call of Duty or whatever, you're right, it does get a lot more views than the average PCG video, but at the same time, it's like now I'm competing with people who make Call of Duty videos, and I feel like there's people who know about the game and are better at it and know how to make a Call of Duty video entertaining. Like, yeah, it's true that just having Call of Duty in the thumbnail and title gets you more clicks, you know, but like then you have to also have an an engaging video. And yeah, I don't know. But in terms of engagement, the thing I'm trying to do now, HMB, is I'm trying to like incorporate shorts more with it. Like, I tried that just like, because, you know, my latest video is the Archangel Saga one, which did not get a ton of views. It got like 76. And then I made a short, like just the other day, I made a short that like in the short, it's like about one of the Archangel games. And at the end of the short, it says to check out my video on Archangel. So that short got like over 500 views. Excuse me. I don't know what is going on with me. Why am I burping? Like, I didn't drink any like carbonated water or any such nonsense, you know. I don't know. Haddle says, after his hour-long rant, the Wild Zach says, "Where am I? Who am I? Having lost all identity in the tangent." Oh my god, that is the truest meme ever. I relate to that so hardcore. HMB says, in my opinion, 2021 and 2022 were the best years for PCGs. Yeah. I think so. Habel says, to be fair, I only voted 2023 because I wasn't here earlier. Zachary, do you prefer music that prioritizes melody or lyrics? I guess melody. Though I think like each individual song uses melody and lyrics in different ways, and sometimes like you can use lyrics that are really good to accentuate the melody. So I don't know, but like if I had to choose just one, like, you know, what is music if it's just lyrics? Like, you can't have just lyrics. Wouldn't that just be talking? Like, that's not even music anymore, right? So like, but you can have just melody. That's an instrumental, right? So yeah, I don't know. Whiskey says, I wouldn't get into Call of Duty anymore. Too much ripping off and stupid collabs like Doja Cat. Yeah. H&B says, but Zach, even though you are competing with people who know about Call of Duty, everyone else is also competing with someone who's an expert at PCGs. You. Yeah, that's true. But it's like the more I try to like, you know, do, like, I'm not saying I shouldn't do it. Like, it is true that like stuff I do that has like name brand stuff like gets a lot more views. But like I feel like most of those views like there is also a risk of something where like some of those views like they'll click on that video but then they don't click on my later videos, and so that makes the algorithm think my other non Call of Duty videos are worse than they are, you know, like ironically, because that video did well, later videos will be punished by the algorithm for not being Call of Duty videos. So it forces you to either make everything Call of Duty or not. Like, I think that would be a good thing to do. Like, if someone was a Call of Duty fan and a PCG fan, I think it would be a good thing to do to make a Call of Duty paper computer game channel, you know? But I feel like for this channel, like, while I do think it's good to occasionally make stuff that has name brand PCGs in it, I feel like my top priority is to sort of like appeal to my main audience, which are PCG fans. Like, if you're already into PCGs, here's content that you like, and occasionally more people will get into it, but I've tried like doing stuff that like appeals to a wider audience, like and it does get more people, but yeah, like I feel like at least for me, just doing that would not be sustainable. It's probably not the best idea. I feel like synergy, man. Like like if there needs to be a Call of Duty paper computer game channel that makes videos about Call of Duty paper computer games. There needs to be like a Minecraft paper computer game channel that makes videos only about Minecraft PCGs. There needs to be like a Legend of Zelda paper computer game channel. And I feel like all of those in synergy with each other and with my general channel, people would come in to the community for like they would see the Call of Duty channel videos, and then they would learn about PCGs, and then they move over to their main PCG channel. I think that would be really, really, really good synergy. I think that's a really important thing to do. I just feel like I'm not the right person to make that channel. You know what I mean? Or to make that many Call of Duty videos. Oh, hey, Yak is back. He says there's a COD Doja Cat on the way. Hebel says, Zach, which community member do you hate the most? Definitely Chris, for sure. Whiskey says, maybe I'm thinking of someone else, but it was someone stupid. And they do put a lot of stupid rip-off things in Call of Duty now. Gotcha. Habel says, buying the Doja Cat bundle ASAP. Yak says, Zach, opinions on the Skibbity Toilet Fortnite skin? I mean, give the people what they want. What can I say? I've played Fortnite like a very little bit. I've played like I played it for like a few rounds, and that was like the demo version back in the day. Like, I'm not a super expert on Fortnite. Like, hey man, if people want a Skibbity skin in Fortnite, I have no objection. More Skibbity toilets for me to shoot. What can I say? Might have been Whiskey says might have been Nicki Minaj in Call of Duty. Whoa. Abel says, Zach, how many rats who want nothing more than your death do you think you could defeat? Rats? I don't know. I'm going to go with 200 probably. 200. Yeah. I mean, eventually they'd bring me down, but, I'd take a bunch of them with me. We're talking about literal rats, right? Like the animal rat, like the little guys, the little four-legged creatures. I could beat 40K? Dang. Well, I guess it depends on the situation, right? Like, what do I have with me? Because if I had a car, I could just run over like them, and in which case it's an unlimited amount. You could keep sending them with me, and I could keep driving over them. Yak says, I'm much less confident. Fair enough. Bad's Claymore says, I feel like that's flawed logic because it's like saying I don't want to advertise my product because what if someone sees it and doesn't check out my product? Because that happens all the time. Well, I mean, okay, no, like, okay. The problem is that, like, you're, like, it's not really advertising my product, right? Because if you make, like, a lot of, like... Because, like, Call of Duty is different than what I usually do on the channel, right? It's, like, it's outside of my wheelhouse, It's, like, there's a problem... Like, okay, what if somebody who's a YouTuber and all they talk about is stamp collecting, right? They just do nonstop stamp videos, right? And they get like a modest, like, 30 views per video, let's say, right? And then because they want to get more attention to the channel, they make a video about, I don't know, Kwebbelkop, right? Like the Kwebbelkop drama, or something that people like really want to see. And that video, because it's good and it's about a topic people want to see, gets a ton of views. It just gets a ridiculous amount of views, right? Like, let's say 14,000 views, right? But then you go back to making your stamp collecting videos. And now, none of the people who clicked on your Kwebbelkop video want to watch videos about stamp collecting. That's not one of their interests, So they clicked on the first thing, but then they'll see your next video recommended to them, and they won't click on it. And now YouTube's algorithm is based on that. Like, what percentage of the people who see your video thumbnail show up, what percentage of them click on it? And because like a much higher total amount of people will see your next video and don't click on it, that can actually hurt you in the algorithm in the long run. I've watched YouTubers talk about this, quite a bit. It's kind of a problem. And like, for some purposes, it's better, not to get too far away from your general wheelhouse. Now, I'm not saying that like as a rule or anything. I'm not saying like you should never, make a video about something different. You should, I'm just, because like, I just think there's like, it's good to keep it within, a certain range, so that there's like, for the people who are already here and who, like my content, like there should be like a reliable, like this is sort of what Zach content is like, Does that make sense? Habelscrone says, Zach, what are your thoughts on the wildly popular video game Civilization by Habelscrones? I think it is fantastic, Habelscrones. I've also never played it, but I have the utmost confidence in your ability to make 20-year-old computer games. Whiskey says, unironically, I'd watch a stamp collecting video after a Kwebbelkop drama. I mean, you got a point there. HMV says, that's also why your thumbnails need to be top notch. Yeah, but it is also just the topic, right? Like, I mean, I've experienced this myself, like I've like discovered a new YouTuber, been like, oh, this is cool. Like, that was a really good video. Let's see what else this guy has on the channel, and then the next video of theirs you see, it's like, it's just something you're not really interested in. You're like, that's on a topic I don't really care about. I mean, it was a good video, but it's not that good that I'll watch something by him that's even on another topic. Now, I will say that when a YouTuber has really good brand loyalty, like once a large number of people get to really care about a YouTuber, they can start to talk about almost anything and people will still watch them. But especially when you're small, it's hard to like develop that kind of a community. Like, you have to kind of already be there in order to do that, I think. But again, like the thing is, YouTube is unpredictable. The algorithm is unpredictable. So everything I'm saying could be totally wrong, or it sort of depends on people's situations. I don't know, so. But either way, like, it is all, the other thing is, it is just more fun to me to make the kinds of videos that are, appealing to the PCG community. Because they're appealing to me too, like, the thing is, like, making any video takes a lot of work, right? It takes a lot of work. And some of the time I'll make like a video that is like huge or it's a huge franchise and you think it's gonna blow up and then it doesn't. So, it's like, oh, man, I put all this work into that video and not only did, is it not the one I wanted to be making, but it also didn't even blow up. So what's the point, Habel says, hey, if the thumbnail's good, I'd click on any stamp collecting video. but like like thumbnails are important, but there's a limit to how good a thumbnail can be, you know, because like you can't get people to click on a video that they're not interested in, no matter how good the thumbnail is, you know, like thumbnail is part of it, but you know, it's also like, I don't know, it's a bunch of stuff. And remember, like, you know, there's a million other good thumbnails out there too, you know, so it's like it's competing with other stuff. HMB says, but in my opinion, view retention is way more important than click-through rate. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like, you know, like making videos that like appeal to people who like to your audience that you have right now, you know, they're gonna want to keep watching your videos in theory. Whiskey says, but maybe it depends on the length of the stamp collecting video. Under 10 minutes, watch it, or over 30 minutes, nah. That's true. I mean, yeah, like this is, you know, there's a million factors like that. You know, the length, the watch time, the topic, the creator. Is it someone you know? Like, how good was the last video of theirs you saw? There's a million factors. It's super, super complicated. This is all making my head hurt. Bad Claymore says, yeah, I agree that wouldn't make sense. But what if he makes a video about Kwebbelkop stamps, you know? You aren't going to make a video about Call of Duty. You're going to make a video about a Call of Duty PCG. That's true. That is true. The thing is, I did make a video about a Call of Duty PCG. And, you know, HMB is pointing out it did get a lot of views. Let's actually check how many views it got. Let's bring my YouTube thing over here, my Chrome. Ooh, that is the... Let's see. Analytics, content, videos. Hold on. How do I filter by views? Wait, how do you do like, how do you see like top performing content? Well, either way, let's just look at my here we go. Content Call of Duty. How to make a Call of Duty paper computer game. Where's the analytics for this nonsense? There we go, analytics. So this has 4,000 views. That's really good. But like, and it got me 25 subscribers and lots of watch time. So that's cool. That's a lot. But is that enough that it like justifies that? 127 hours of watch time. That's quite a bit. That is quite a bit. But like, yeah, I don't know. Is that enough to like to you know, to justify it, right? I don't know. Whiskey says, I was just thinking if I just sit here and listen, I feel like I'm in a business meeting, but it goes off the rails for a good minute. It does. Apple says, no way, I have a better idea. We manufacture and sell cassettes which play sounds that, when viewing in a spectrogram, show the PCG. Oh my God, we've solved it, Habel. PCG shop replacement. Whiskey says, hold on, Habel, that cassette idea is the best idea I've ever heard. It is. Yeah, man. don't know. So yeah, you are right that it's like that's sort of why my justification for making the Call of Duty PCG to begin with, right? It was like, is that it was like, sure, I may be using Call of Duty because it's well known, right? It's well known and it'll get clicks, but then once they click on it, it's a game that is like that has PCG characters in it. Just because it's Call of Duty doesn't mean Zuvak can't make an appearance, you know? But actually making that Call of Duty game, like, it felt weird. Okay, I will say though, like my best genre, my best game like that was Pokemon Stop for sure. Like Pokemon Stop, and I got a ton of mileage out of that too. Let's go for Pokemon. Right? How to make a Pokemon PCG. 500 views. Most of them are live streams. Wait. Where's the rest of these? How come I only have parts 8 and 9? Huh. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. So yeah. I seem to have lost my train of thought. What were you guys saying? Let's see what chat is saying. Let's actually pop out the chat so that I don't have to keep searching for it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, is that Habel says we evolve as a species and telekinetically transfer information into each other's minds so we can efficiently distribute the instructions to create the cassettes. Can't argue with that one. Bads Claymore says I4 put it into perspective. I got introduced to your channel from the Assassin's Creed PCG video. Oh shoot. All right. That's a good point. The thing is though, yeah, Assassin's Creed is another one that, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, Assassin's Creed looks cool and all, but I've never actually played the game. Pokemon Stop was the only one where I was able to sort of, like, make it my own. Like, cause that was what inspired me. I did have that moment where, like, I went into the comment, early on in this channel, I went into the comments of other paper game creators, and I saw that some people were saying I got into paper games because of, your Pokemon paper game video. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, I could do that, right? I could make a Pokemon paper computer game, couldn't I? I mean, there's no rule saying I couldn't. So I did. I made Pokemon Stop, and that was how I got Solomon into it. I got a few more people into it that way. So yeah, it was very effective, I think. And that was really the game that really helped me to build my channel. So that is the biggest argument in favor of what you were saying. But I think the thing is, like, Pokemon, like, even though I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, like, I did play the original. I played Pokemon Red and Blue, and I watched the Pokemon anime back in the day. I watched the first Pokemon movie. Excuse me. Back in the 90s. And so I at least have, like, familiarity with this world and, like, and like it. I think it's cool. So when I was like a kid, I was into it, and so I can put myself back in that headspace and be like, all right, what kind of a piece, like, Pokemon adventure could I do? And I was able to find a way to make it my own and take the PCG characters and adapt them to that. Like, you know, instead of Professor Oak, you have Professor Ginkgo, right? He's Ginkus from PCGs, but he's, you know, because you know how all the professors in the different Pokemon games are like different kinds of tree, and Ginkgo sounds like Ginkus, so it was like, it was perfect, you know. It couldn't have fit any better, you know, and making some PCG characters or species into Pokemon that you could collect, you know, it just worked really well. Like, and I had so much fun making it because I made it my own, basically. But it's harder to do that with Call of Duty. I guess if I put more thought into it, I could do it. You know? Like, if I put more thought into it than I did. But, like, both the Call of Duty and the Assassin's Creed ones, I felt like that was just me, like, you know, not doing that. I felt like I didn't put enough effort into it, or didn't get into it enough to, you know, make it my own. It felt like I was just forcing myself to make a Assassin's Creed game, and just, yeah, I don't know. Bads Claymore says, or sorry, Whiskey says, don't worry, my brain sucks today too. Yeah, man, I certainly hear that. Habelscrone says, it's funny, as you swing back and forth, you get a little louder and quieter. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, let me move my mic closer so to mitigate that effect. Habel says, okay, what about hit video game Wastelands by Habelscrones? What are your thoughts? You know, once again, haven't played it, but, you know, I have the utmost confidence in Habelscrone's ability as a video game developer, so I'm sure it's good. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not that much of a gamer. Pretty much I play the Zelda games. So I played Tears of the Kingdom, I played Echoes of Wisdom. And that's basically it. Like, a friend of mine recently bought me Skyrim, so I played through Skyrim. And then after that I tried to play through Batman Arkham Asylum. Like, cuz another friend bought me the whole trilogy of them. So I'm like, you know, little by little trying to become more of a gamer. But, you know, I don't know. I sort of, like, there's some video games I play, but then others that, you know, like, I don't play all the main games that everyone plays. I should. I want to, but it's like, I don't know. It's a weird thing, because it's sort of like, once you've been out of that world for long enough, it's hard to get back in. I don't know why. Well, there's a lot of money involved. That's why, I guess. Apple says Pat Dan is boycotting it. Really? Why is that the case? Apple says, you're such a non-computer gamer that this whole thing happened. I mean, I do like video games, you know, like, I do like them. Like, when I play them, I enjoy them. And there's, like, I've played quite a few video games in my time. I'm just not up on all the new video games. Whiskey says, I love games. I've been playing Helldivers 2 after I got it recently, and it is fun. Democracy. Cool, man. I have never heard of Helldivers, but democracy. Bad says, nah, because how could you not like the Batman Arkham games? I do like the Batman Arkham games. Like, I started playing the first one, and it seemed really cool. You know, like, I'm a DC guy, you know, like, and it has, like, you know, Kevin Conroy, the best Batman voice actor, you know, and, like, that's great. You know, the setup that it's all taking place in Arkham Asylum, that's really cool. The graphics, you know, for the time are cool. You know, it takes a while to get used to, like, the whole stealth thing and the whole, like, gliding from post to post thing. But the part of the game I played was fun. Like, I thought it was cool. I want to play more of it. It just got distracted by other things is all. You never heard of Helldivers? You need to catch up. We're in the second one. Oh, shoot. Yeah, man, there's a lot I need to catch up on. You know, there's like so many major games. Like Ari is up on current games, and well, he played Elden Ring when that came out. He played Diablo 3. He played what's the latest thing? Baldur's Gate, the new Baldur's Gate game. Zach, what's your most and least favorite color? I mean, my favorite color is green. I don't know what my least favorite color is. Maybe orange? I don't know. I like orange, though. I like all the colors. But, yeah, I don't know. Trying to pick the least. I guess it also depends on what context you see the color in, right? I was wanting Helldivers 2 earlier, but it was 40 crisp Steam bucks, and that is too much for my taste. Fair enough. Habel says, Zach, should I stop beginning my questions with Zach? I mean, you can if you like. You can you can begin your questions with Zach as much as you like. I do not mind in the least. Zach, would you rather be blind or deaf? I don't know. Those both suck. Those both are not the greatest. I have 2 family members who are not blind or deaf, but one of them has really bad eyesight and the other one has really bad hearing. And both of those make life pretty frustrating. So I don't know. It's tough to choose. Whiskey says, I'd rather be neither, to be honest. Yeah, right there with you. Right there with you. You need to pick. Well, I guess if I absolutely had to choose one, I guess I'd have to say I'd rather be blind. As much as that sucks, because like if you're deaf, then you can't really talk to people. I'd rather be able to talk to people, and you know, it sucks that you can't see stuff, but at least people could help you and you could participate. Yeah, so I guess what I'm saying is like I'm prioritizing human interaction over, you know, interaction with the environment. Cuts off a lot of stuff you could do. Can't read books, well, you could listen to audiobooks. You could have people read books to you. You couldn't really watch movies, but I don't know. But if you're deaf, you also can't watch movies. Well, I guess if you're deaf, you can watch them with the captions. I don't know, man. Whiskey says, I pick none. I like both things that work fine. Heck yeah. Hamill says, if you're blind, our PCG cassettes can help you. That they can. All right. Alrighty. It is now just about 1 a.m. I am pretty tired, so I guess I'm going to say, you know, especially considering I have to work in the morning, yeah, I'm thinking this is probably a good time to end the stream. But this was a fun stream, though. Thank you guys for being here. This is encouraging me to, like, I don't know, maybe do more streams in the future. So yeah, maybe I will do more of them in the near future. Like I said, there are videos coming as well. Like there's one that I filmed today, which is going to happen, you know, in the near future. After that, there's another one that I'm going to film. And then there's the secret project, which I'm working on with other people. That's also hopefully going to happen. Whiskey says, Great stream, very much business. Yeah, sorry to talk so much business. So thanks for joining us, though. Beth Claymore says, see you, Zach. W stream for real. Awesome. Thank you so much, dude. It's been a while. It's great to stream after so long. It's good to see all you guys. Have a great night. Habel says, I'm truly going to miss you, Your Highness. It has been an honor. Likewise, sir. Likewise. I will hopefully see all of you in the near future. I'm going to try and do more streams. So, yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Have a good night. And PCG you later.